Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kirsten, this is Where Art and Craft. I know it's been a while, but things are hopefully changing and we'll be getting back to some normality, but not quite yet. I have been doing some bits and pieces, so I thought I would pop one out today and give you a wee catch up. I have been doing Deck the Year. Now Deck the Year started off with alternate playing cards and now it's just anything you want to alter. I have had these postcards for a long time. I ended up with thousands of them. I won't bother going into that story, I don't think. And what I'm doing is I'm altering them, and I'm starting by covering them all with paint just to give a background to then work on. I've done January's and we'll go through January's and then I'll show you how I do this, and then we'll make the first one for February, which is the 5th of February, because it's a Thursday it comes out. So this was 1st of January, and I'm just using stuff I've got lying around. It's for me, I'm going to use it like as a stash buster. So there's no rules at all. You can do whatever you like, however you like, on whatever you like. So I'm just, as I say, I'm using it as a kind of bit of a stash buster. And so it's kind of a very eclectic thing. That was last week's the 29th. I just opened the straw and the north wind. I put this on first. And then I thought, a word, let's go for a word. That was on the top, so then I was just get, right, okay, let's do something windy. Then I found this, then I just made this kite out of a bit of scrap paper. So that's where we've got to so far. I haven't fully decided how I'm going to store these, but I do have a vintage filing cabinet that they would fit in, so they might just go in there. It's index kind of size. So I've already done, as you can see, loads, and I was going to just leave it at that for now, but I thought I'd just, in case somebody wanted to see, I'd just do one with you. And you could see I have got some that are drying at the moment, because I like to leave them, because this is kind of semi, it's not glossy, but it has got a bit of a finish, so I like to leave them a good 24 hours to dry. Oh, I've got paint on my finger there. The RI's back a bit, by the way. So what I like to do to start with is I've got a mixture of distress, these Kamatasi acrylic inks, and I also have some Liquitex gouache. And what I like to start to do is I like to start with something that's a bit kind of, I don't want one of these are matte, translucent or solid, and I like to start with the solid ones, even though the solid ones aren't totally solid. Shall we go for banana yellow? Let's go for banana yellow on this one. And I love these inks. They're very expensive, so I probably won't buy them again, because I'm not convinced they're worth the difference in money, although you do get a big variety in colours. But if you don't wipe the tops, you end up in a terrible mess, because it creates a seal which you break when you do that, but there's still a bit of a seal, so when you tip it up the ink can spoot all over the place. So remember, maybe I didn't wipe that one very well. Remember to wipe it. And then just with a brayer. Now you could smush, you could do the smush, the brayer gives it a kind of slightly different effect. That is what I was going for this, because you get that more. And that just quietens down the background a bit. Let's move up a bit and use this as oh, this doesn't have its thingy. This is just ochre. Oh, it's sand, they're actually calling it. So I'll just move on to a bit of this, which is a bit, I'm not bothered particularly because these colours are the same kind of values. I'm not particularly bothered about them mixing, because they're not going to, this is clearly a more transparent one, just from pouring it out I can see that. I would say that's very similar to, I'm going to say it's wild honey, but it's not wild honey, it's something else, isn't it? The honey one. Have I got the honey one here? No, I haven't. Have I? Yes, it is wild honey. I would say it's very similar to wild honey, that, but it's more transparent than wild honey. And the second one, in fact, I am going to cover the whole of this again, just because it's got all that writing. See if we can get some more. I might just go back to this one again and put some more of this banana over it. You see now it's starting to colour, but you've got that, still got that layered effect because I'm not doing it a dense, but we're starting to get some coverage over those words. And we'll just again return to this one. Sand it was called, didn't we discover it's sand. Let's just put some over there. And that side. So I'm now not going to cover the whole thing. I'm thinking now of adding some brown. Actually, rather than that, which is quite a dark one, I think I'm going to add this burnt sienna from Liquitex. You don't need to shake this one up, but I tend to anyway. Yep. It's got a bit of red in it, which is why I decided I want to go on this one. I'm going to take down this side, I think. I think we'll have a bit along the bottom. It's a bit more intense. There we go. Let's just take a wee bit on maybe. I think I do want to do that, don't I? And then we'll go back to the sand again. That's basically how I do it. And I have been doing kind of three at a time, just to have it all. So I'm not wasting as much paint. I could have done 3 at a time then, but I didn't. And then, as I say, I leave it 24 hours to dry. So I'm going to tidy all this up and then I'll be back. So basically I'm going to just pick one of these, and it doesn't really matter which one. Oh, I quite like that one. Let's go for that one. And then I'm going to pull out a drawer. Which drawer? Let's pull out the drawer that's full of all kinds of things. I'm going to bring out my Tracy. I have this drawer of little snippets and things that are all ready to go, that have already been inked and splashed and stamped and things. I've got a feeling I might want something from there. I might not, but let's see where we get to with this. This is a bit, I quite like the idea of putting some on this, but this is a bit white. So I could use a bit of this one instead. Let's use a bit of this one instead. I have got other stuff that's brown, but I don't think I want that. something that's a little bit more. I love this crissy-crossy bit that they have has down the bottom. I like to cut it off the roll, but then I like a torn edge with it. So we put that down there. Do we want him? I do quite like him. We could put him on that, couldn't we? Oh yes, I like him on that. Well, that's almost like that's continuing. Oh, like that. See, Steam Expo doesn't really go, but I like that number. Maybe I won't use that. Let's see. I've just seen there's some bluey looking. Oh, right, this is bits from the exhibit, which I did a lovely wee journal on. But I printed everything twice, so I had loads of stuff and then did a little journal, so there's lots left over. Quite like that. It's a bit too small though, I think. If it was bigger and kind of came up, it's too small for being down the bottom. So I'm looking for something a bit bigger. I think there are bits left over from Creep On, but they're a bit too green. What else have I got? That's too green, that's too green. What's this? Well, that's a bit of Creep On as well. That's got blues in it. Quite like that. Let's put that up that corner. Ooh, ooh, I like that. This needs to be made smaller, I think. And let's just thinking the way. Just wondering about putting that down here as well. No. Right, let's put that one in there. Throw that wee bit out. What else have I got here? Oh. Now, airmail. I might want the airmail but not the letter bit, because he's an owl, so maybe he's oh there it is. Oh yeah, I think I prefer that. Let's put this, definitely not using that. Okay, well, that's something else on this. Let's cut him so he's the size I want him. And then I'll have a better idea as well, won't I? I just want the border around this. I don't want it the whole as big as it was there. And see, this is why I'm wanting to use, this is the whole point of using this blue stuff I love, and that last bit's been kicking around for ages and it's just never quite been used. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I don't like that gap there, so maybe what I need to do is put that in instead. I don't care, it's upside down. Yeah, let's just put that in there instead. Oh, see, still want to put that in here though? No, I don't. Kinda like that. I just feel it needs maybe some stamping in the background here. Let's, with this tree, oh that tree, oh I think we'll put that tree behind it. Now that tree is a woodware one, but I can't tell you anything more than that, I'm afraid. I know it's woodware just because of the way it's mounted, but I think that tree there would be excellent. So let's remove this stuff, put that tree down, and then I think this is going to be called done. Gathered twigs. I like that. That's just what I wanted. Because it's on the acrylic paint, I'm going to just give that a quick dry. I just noticed as I was drying that this kind of echoes this bit here, which is nice. I like that wee echo. And of course I've now bent that a bit. Just, there we go. So let's start by give them, because that one's all inked, I'm going to give them all an inking. Let's start the back. 4th of February, 5th of February. Thank you so much for watching. Details are down below. And we'll see you soon at the next. Bye for now. Keep crafting.